This is a Pythagorean trig exam question. It's a question from a nationally prepared grade 10 exam. Some teachers might think it's a little bit hard for grade 10, but they put it in there. I think maybe we should take a look at it, because if you know how to do it, it's really not so hard. But here's the question. You're given this. You're given a point, -3 and -1, down here like this, -3 and -1. It's in the Cartesian plane. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant. That's the third quadrant. Now, OS makes an angle of theta, this big angle here of theta, with the positive x-axis. Okay, this angle right here. This is the big angle theta. This is called its reference angle up here. Now, without a calculator, you're supposed to figure out the length of OS. Well, let's see how we do that. Okay, let's just see how we do that. I'm going to get rid of that little box there, and I'm going to do something. What you do is you build a triangle right there. You go from -3 and -4, just go straight to the x-axis, and then look at this part of the triangle here. Okay, well, what's going on there? What's going on? Well, this is -3. That's what -3 and -4 means. It means you go 3 to the left and you go 4 down. Well, there you go. You've got a right angle triangle, because this x coordinate line and this y line here, they are at right angles there. They make a right angle triangle. That's why we're going to use Pythagoras now, because it says calculate without using a calculator the length of OS. Well, this distance is 3, and this distance is 4. And we can use Pythagoras to figure it out. OS squared equals -3 squared plus -4 squared. It's the same as 3 squared. It's going to be 9 plus 16 is 25. And if you square root it, we'll get the distance OS, which is 5. Well, there we go. We answered the first question. Now it's time. You've got yourself a triangle, and this angle here, you sort of, that's called its reference angle, the angle between the positive x-axis and OS. And we actually work with this triangle here to figure out the different things like cosine theta and sine theta. Well, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's go and go. What is the cosine of theta? Well, that's right here. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. That's -3 over 5. Well, instead of cosine, put in -3 over 5. And then sine is really opposite, -4 over the hypotenuse of 5. So -4 over 5 is the sine of the angle. So all I've done is replace cosine with -3 over 5, replace sine with -4 over 5, and this little 2 at the top here means that it's square. Now you can actually, tip in times, maybe you know how to make that 16 over 25 and combine the fraction, but you could type this into your calculator so that it looks exactly like this. When you press equals, it'll give you this scary looking answer of -77 over 75, pretty close to -1, -1 and 2 over 75. But that's your answer, -77 over 75. And I let my calculator do the fraction work. Well, that's it.